Evans, 30, who is expected to leave on a cut-price £3 million deal this summer, messaged more ahead of the Crystal Palace game to say he could not play in Sunday's fixture, which saw Albion finally drop out of the Premier League. Teammate Claudio Yacob also failed to travel to the match and flew home to Argentina on Sunday as his clubmates were losing 2-0 at Selhurst Park. The midfielder, also 30, informed more on Saturday that he was suffering from a tight hamstring and left training after he was not picked in the matchday squad. Evans, who had trained up until Friday, sent a text to Moore before the Saturday training session to tell him he was unavailable for the weekend, sources claimed. The Northern Irishman has now played his last game for Albion and will be snapped up this summer due to a relegation release clause in his contract. Yacob's future is also up in the air because his contract runs out this summer. Whether he is offered a new one depends on who is installed as head coach. Moore told The Express. Neither player was able to break into the first team under the caretaker boss. Evans was due to be on the bench at Selhurst Park, but his position was filled by 38-year-old Gareth McCauley, who was an unused substitute. It brings an end to a sorry season for the former Manchester United defender, who had been one of Albion's shining lights in the 2 years previously. He was the subject of intense transfer speculation as the Baggies rejected bids from Manchester City, Leicester City and Arsenal, both last summer and in January. Evans has been unpopular with Albion fans since the squad's ill-fated trip to Barcelona under Alan Pardew, when he was one of 4 senior players who allegedly stole a taxi. He was stripped of the captaincy for 1 game before Pardew handed the armband back to him, but he hasn't started any games under Moore, who made Chris Brunt skipper instead. Yacob has been an Albion player for 6 seasons, but he has grown increasingly frustrated this term over a lack of game time. He was reportedly one of the club's senior players who spoke out against the tactics used by former boss Pardew in the changing room. He has been linked with a return to Racing Club, in his homeland, the only other team he has played for in his career. Evans will have a host of suitors this window because of the modest release clause in his contract. Leicester, Arsenal, West Ham, and Manchester United are all believed to be interested. Albion did not wish to comment.